Okay, so hi everyone, this is Manish and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, The Inside Zoom. And today we have Upasna with us, who recently cracked JP Morgan and got PPO from there. So today we'll be talking about her journey, how she got into JP Morgan and how was her experience, like internship experience there. Okay, so I think we should not do late and directly jump into introduction of Upasna. So hi Upasna.
Hello, Manish.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations for JP Morgan.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Okay, so can we go with your introduction first?
Yeah, sure. So, hello everyone. Thank you first of all for having me here so that I can share my journey with everyone. So I am Upasna Chaudhary. I am from Kolkata, West Bengal originally, and I have done my BTech in computer science from Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, Bhubaneswar, Orissa. And I am still in my fourth year. I'll be graduating this year. And I am working as a software engineer intern, attachment intern currently at JP Morgan Chase. I'll be converted to full time next month. And apart from that, I have in my college life, I have loved taking part in hackathons and team projects, and yeah, so that's kind of like my hobby. Yeah, that's about me.
Okay, great. Okay, so as you have done your BTech from Odisha and you're from Bengal, so how was Odisha for you?
So Orissa was kind of close to West Bengal, right? So I won't say the culture is so much similar because we used to stay in a hostel, and we were kind of people came from several parts of India. So I won't say I could see the culture of Orissa, but the food there was very much similar to the food that we get in Kolkata. So I didn't have so much problem having the hostel food. And yeah, it was, I think, a great experience. The college for me, yes, it would have been better if the college was in my hometown, then I wouldn't have to shift. But yeah, it was a kind of a good experience.
Okay, so can we talk a bit about your college? How is it?
Yeah, in my college, they used to encourage. Like I said, I used to take part in a lot of hackathons. So they used to encourage these organizations or companies. They used to come to our college, and they used to host these hackathons, which we could gain experience from. And in my college, we also had a lot of societies. They could be technical societies or many other societies. I used to be a part of a tech society, so I did gather a lot of knowledge being a part of it, because I not only learned on my side, but I also got the opportunity to host sessions about topics that I had knowledge of. So, yeah, college did give me an overall uh, great experience in these things, because these are qualities that you can use after college as well. Skills that you develop that will be in use in your office as well. So, yeah, college was a great experience. Apart from that, we used to have great teachers, and academics wise, they were very strict about the grades and about the exams. And teachers were, we had quality teaching as well. And the campus was beautiful. There were several, you know, beautiful, the campus. It was like greenery all around, and it was a great experience staying in that campus in the first place. Yeah.
Okay, and were there any criteria of getting into that college?
Yeah, we had to clear an exam that was KIT's own exam. So it is called KITI, something KIT entrance examination probably. So we had to come in some top, I don't know how many ranks were there. For computer science, I guess they take the top ranks, but yeah, it was, we had like physics, chemistry, and maths in our exam. And it was an online exam for me because when I got into college, it was a COVID year. But right now, if you're trying to get into KIT, then you have to go to Bhubaneswar actually and sit for the exam. But in my year, it was completely online, and we had 4 rounds too. It was kind of different from the process that we have right now.
Okay, so can you explain a bit about that process?
Yeah, so you will have to register for the uh, KT exam, and they will give you your dates. I don't know how many times it happens. I guess it happens only once now that it's offline, and you will have to travel by your own expenses and sit for the exam in Bhubaneswar. And I don't have so much idea about how the process is once you get there because my process was online. But yeah, I guess you have, like I said, you have the 3 subjects, and they take the top people for computer science, and then whatever branch that you had selected. Like I had initially opted for IT, but then after giving the exam, I felt ki it would be better if I go for computer science. So I wrote to the management about this, that I want to get computer science and not IT. So I guess I had that much score so that they could adjust my spot and give me a seat for computer science. So it is kind of flexible that we just have to score your marks, and there are several branches that you can apply for, from computer science to biotech, IT, and there are several branches inside CS itself. Like my roommates had computer science with communication technology, and there are some branches for AI now that it's coming up. So you can apply for whichever branch you feel you will be flourishing in and that you feel you want to be a part of. And yeah, it's kind of smooth the process.
All right. And any particular reason of choosing that college?
Yeah, Keat had a very good placement record. When I was getting into KIT, I had researched about the placements that KIT offered. So they kind of offered 100% placements at that time. And also, it was close to Bengal, so I could visit home regularly. So these were kind of some of the reasons to join KIT. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so before going towards your internship experience and all, can we go with your college journey? How did you start your coding and all?
Okay. So, like I said, in my college, I was a part of a technical society. I did do a bit of coding before that, but after got into the tech society, I had my seniors and mentors there to help me out. I got the perfect resources from where I could learn, and the process of implementing what I'm learning, that is also very important. So I kind of gathered enough experience from there as to how to learn so that I could invest time on myself on my own to start, getting into the coding world. Um, and yeah, after that, when I got the opportunity to host sessions, so if you teach someone, you get to learn more. So I also used that part to learn more about the technologies that I knew. And yeah, so I kind of started doing this around second year. First year, I was kind of focused on my studies and getting my CGPA high, so that from my second year and third year, these are kind of the main years of BTech. I could focus on the main subjects and focus on my own skills rather than focusing on my CGPA as a main criteria. That would have been a problem. So that's how I got into coding. Yeah.
Okay, it's amazing that you are teaching from your second year. Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of technologies you are like teaching?
I used to teach mainly on backend. Yeah, the sessions that I took, they were mostly on Node.js and MongoDB and how the database architecture works and how you perform database operations. That I used to take sessions on. But yeah, I could have taken sessions on React and all as well, front end technologies as well. But we were a part of a society, right? So each one of us got separate tech stacks and separate uh, kind of logics to showcase in front of the people who attended those sessions. So yeah, mostly I used to teach on backend.
Okay, amazing. Okay, now we can move your internship experience. So how is your experience in JP Morgan till now?
It's been great. The team that I work in, it's very collaborative. People come up with ideas and they actually get implemented, and everyone is given importance in the team. And um, it's also like they encourage you to learn more. In the first few months, if you don't have much knowledge about the tech stacks that you will be working on, they provide you with enough resources, enough time and guidance to get you through. And they have a very nice system of having a buddy assigned, like you have a manager for evaluating and submitting your evaluations, but the buddy system is basically your buddy will be helping you throughout your process when you're a new joinee. They will be helping you throughout the internship process anywhere you are stuck. That may be technical or something else, maybe with the team. They will be helping you because they have experience in all this. So the buddy system is very nice. Apart from that, JPMC, the offices are beautiful, and they allow you to take a lot of breaks in between your work. Um, they have a lot of play area. Like, this is optional, of course. If you want to use it, you use it. They have a lot of play areas and what do you call those, recliners, and they have work cafes and snack bars wherever you want them. Yeah. So the culture is very nice there. Once you get into a company like JPMC, you wouldn't want to leave it. Yeah.
Okay, so as you talked about the team culture and work culture of JP Morgan. So can you tell us a bit about your day-to-day life when you were in JP Morgan?
Okay. So I guess you're talking about my summer internship.
Yeah, correct.
So in my summer internship, since I had the pressure of getting a PPO, I used to work mostly. So, like I used to go to office around 11, and I used to work on whatever I had been assigned till the time my seniors arrived. When my seniors came, since I was the only one working on the project, I got a separate project completely. I didn't have Scrum meetings. I used to show my progress to my seniors once they arrived. They would give me feedback if I had to refine on the feature that I was working on, or maybe I would have to work on some more features. They would give me the feedback, and I would use that and I would work on the same thing. Yeah. After lunch, I did take a break to, go and play. And my team, I had a lot of SCPs, like SD ones. So they were kind of like of my own age. So we used to go out and go for playing, and we used to take a break. And after about like one and a half hours of lunch. We would come back and work again. And I would work till around 7 and then I would log out. And after I came back home, I would probably log in if I had some work left, or otherwise, I would invest time in myself to learn about skills that I felt I should have knowledge of, or maybe something that I felt I was lagging behind in. And I used to have regular manager check ins to show him my progress, to show him whatever I've learned during the time. And because he would be the one who would submit my final evaluation to decide my PPO. So I used to have regular check ins with him, probably once a week, I would try to have. And if there was any feedback from his side that I needed to improve in something, then I would also get to know of it. So getting regular check-ins with your manager is, I guess, very good, even in other companies, if you are striving to get a PPO offer. Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of technologies you used to work there?
Yeah, I worked using React. So JPMC has a wrapper over this framework for security reasons. So I worked using React, their version of it, and I worked using Spring Boot, again with their wrapper on. But yeah, it's kind of similar to what we have in React and Spring Boot. Yeah.
Okay, so Upasana, that was all about your internship experience and your college life. So now we can move forward with your hiring process of JP Morgan. So can you explain how did you come to know first about this company and how was the hiring process of JP Morgan?
Yeah. So this was an on-campus opportunity. So JP Morgan actually uh, sent this opportunity to my college, and we were asked to submit our applications for it. Uh, so initially, we had to submit our resumes, and uh, the first round is basically focused on your CGPA and your resume. So they do have a cutoff that varies every year. It will be mentioned in their job description. Like this year, it was 8.5. In my year, it was around 8, I believe. So, but yeah, it's better to have a good CGPA for most companies, not just for JPMC. So, if you have a CGPA of more than 8.5, then you get into their a second round where you get the online assessment link. So, in their online assessment, they ask you two questions which we have to solve in 1 hour. And the questions are kind of easy to medium level questions, which you will get in easily in if you're solving lead code problems. Like we don't have to separately solve lead code problems for JPMC specifically. We should be solving it every day. So proper lead code, easy to medium problems, patterns, if we know, we are able to answer those questions. So after the online assessment, we have a higher view round, which is basically an AI proctored HR round. So the round is conducted on higher view, and this is the round where they have most of their shortlisting. Like if I remember, I'm sure we had around 1,000 people, 800 plus definitely, for the high view round. And out of that, only 15 of us got selected for CFG. So I don't want to scare you, but this is a round that should be taken seriously. So in higher view, basically they ask normal HR questions. There's nothing technical that is asked, and you basically have to look into the camera and answer with confidence. We can practice mock interviews as well with in front of the mirror or maybe in front of the camera, because when we'll be answering high view questions, the camera will be in front of us, so we get acclimatized with it. And they do have a time limit, so we got 1 minute to answer each question and 30 seconds before each question to prepare for the answer. and we had a maximum of 2 attempts to answer each question. uh, Once we answered the first attempt, if we are not satisfied with our answer, then only we go to the second attempt, because once we go to our second attempt, we cannot opt for the first attempt answer. So these are some rules that you need to keep in mind for higher view. And after we get through the high view round, we have the code for good round, uh, where basically it's a hackathon. In my time, it was an online hackathon, but right now, for the batches that are incoming, they are having offline hackathons. They actually have to travel to the Mumbai and Bangalore offices. They host the hackathon, and so you actually get to see the office from inside. And so there will be random teams allotted, 6 to 7 members in each team, and it is not college specific. So it will be, your team will have members from multiple colleges, and there will be mentors assigned to each team, and they will be, apart from mentoring, they will also be evaluating your performance. So it is uh, recommended to be vocal during the hackathon, because you need to be in the limelight. Your mentors should know your name and the contributions that you have made to the project. If there is any team member who doesn't have knowledge about a specific topic, like in my hackathon, uh, there were members who were not used to using GitHub. So there were problems with raising PRs and merge conflicts. So I took the initiative to help them out with whatever problems they were facing. And these are things that come in the notice of the mentors. If you are helping others, then you have leadership, team quality, team building, or teamwork qualities. So uh, it is not mandatory to win the hackathon to get an internship. If you win it, very good, you get the amazing prizes for it. But even if you win, it's not guaranteed that you will get the internship. And even if you lose, it's not that you won't get the internship. You have to stand out in your team, because internship offer is what is important. So yeah, that was about our CFG. And yes, we had to present at the end. There was a panel of judges. We had to solve problem statements for non-profit organizations to help them out build a product that solves their problems. So after CFG, after about 1.5 months, we got the offer for the summer internship. And yeah, from our college, I guess 10 people got selected for the internship. So after the summer internship, we got the PPO offer for the full time at JPMC, and that's the hiring process that we have. They also have the same process. They also have for uh, third year students. So this happened for my summer internship, but the same process happened from this for the same batch that I am in for direct full time hiring. So they have their hiring twice in your college. Um, like out of 4 years, they will come twice, one for internship. If you don't get that, you can also apply for the full time role directly.
Okay. And can you explain your assignment you got during Code for Good?
Yeah, so I guess I cannot I'm not allowed to talk about the problem statement directly. But yeah, it is something that you will solve for a non-profit organization. It's the name is Code for Good. So it will be a product that will help solve some problem that the non-profit organization is facing. So as you can understand, it is not something. So if you're preparing for Code for Good, definitely they won't be looking at stuff like whether you have a login or whether you have a good UI. It is something that you should build to that will be of use to them. So when you're thinking about how to solve the problem statement, I think you should be thinking along those lines, how to help, whether it will actually impact and be of any use to them. Yeah.
Okay, so Upasana, can we talk a bit about your preparation journey? How did you start your coding and how did you prepare?
Yeah. So I uh, did not follow this, but I would recommend people to kind of divide their week into two parts. So you have your Monday to Friday where you have to go to college. So you get less time during the weekdays. So if you can solve 1 to 2 DSA problems during the weekdays and keep your project work for the weekends, then you have touch with both of them, DSA and development or whatever skills that you want to foster. So in my college days, I used to uh, solve DSA from Arsh Goyal's DSA sheets, and wherever I got wherever I got stuck, I used to watch videos, Strivers videos solving those problems. And but I guess you can also follow the Take You Forward sheets for DSA. For DSA, that was it. And for development, I didn't follow any specific channel or course for development because, in my opinion, it is more important to know how to implement the skills that you're learning. So, yes, I would take help from YouTube. I used to watch some full stack projects from YouTube, example projects. Now, I used to solve those projects alongside the video, and after that I would make 2 to 3 projects on my own. The idea would be very simple: any project that had a CRUD implementation, so that all the functionalities could be tested. So basically a post, getting whatever you've posted, updating and deletion, simple, just to get the idea of it. I would solve the project on my own, I mean implement the whatever I've learned on my own. So implementing these things will help you solve errors, whatever errors, common errors that spring up. You know the answer to it, you know the solution to it directly. uh, and you know where you're lagging behind. If you look at a project and solve it looking at it, you won't know that, yes, I've forgotten how to do this. But if you're doing it on your own, you get to know instantly that, yes, I need more knowledge in this. So yeah, that's how I worked on my projects in my time. MERN was the in thing. So that's how I mastered them. And yeah, and as I said, I used to uh, teach my juniors so that I had better knowledge of whatever tech stacks that I was learning. Apart from that, having a good CGPA is a primary criteria, I would say. uh, I used to study maybe 2 weeks before my exams or 1 week before my exam, because as you can understand, doing DSA development and studying is not possible. And I don't think we should follow that path as well, because CGP, as I said, it's a primary criteria. Once, like, that's the initial criteria. Once you get through the CGPA round, it won't matter whether you know the subjects that you studied, right? Yes, the core subjects are important. You need to get that in grasp. Whenever you're having interviews, you need to research about the company, about what subjects they ask. They are very important. But after the CGPA round gets over, your skills come into picture, and that is what ultimately decides whether you have the offer. So yes, I didn't study throughout the year. I used to study 1 week before mid semester exams and 2 weeks before end semester exam. That was my schedule. I won't go beyond that. But yes, it is important to get that CGPA above at least 8.5. Now, I had a good CGPA in my first year. That's why I didn't have to think about it so much. But yes, if you have a good CGPA, then it's okay. But if you have it below 8.5, I think you should be working on that. Yeah, that's what my preparation was.
Okay, and what was the CGPA criteria at JP Morgan during your time?
Yeah, the CGPA for JPMC at my time was 7.5 for their initial online assessment round. But for years after that, for batches right now, it was around 8.5. But yes, even though the CGPA criteria for my year was 7.5, the final list of students who got selected, uh, all of us had a CGPA around 9, above 8.5. So, yeah, CGPA is important for the initial round, as I said. Try to keep it above 9. Then you're on the safe side. Most companies will be, you'll be getting shortlisted for the initial round. So try to keep it above 9, and then you can focus on other stuff.
Okay, great. Okay, so Upasana, till now we have gathered some insights from you about JP Morgan hiring process and all. So now we are about to conclude the session. So would you like to suggest any suggestion to students who are preparing for placements and all?
Yeah, one thing that I feel, one quality that helped me is consistency. Being consistent, being perseverant is something that will always help you, not just in your placement preparation, even after that. Uh, you you can have fun. Yes, college life is known for having fun, but whatever you do, try to come back home and do that DSA problem, uh, complete that project that is pending. Don't keep anything pending. uh, do your homework, do whatever you have to do to upskill yourself, and do not waste your time. It looks like 4 years is a long time, but you don't actually get 4 years. First year you just spend without knowing anything about the industry, right? So from second year you can say that you know that yes, we have to do coding to get our placements. um, and in the fourth year it's mostly the placement season. You won't get time to upskill yourself, so you get 2 years, proper 2 years, that you can invest time on yourself. So use the time, do not waste time, uh, and try to be consistent. That is something that I would say has helped me throughout. Even now it helps me. Yeah.
Okay, so nice suggestions. And at last, I'd like to say thanks to you for joining the session.
Thank you for asking me, coming.